What's up? Welcome back to my channel, or for the first time if you're new, I'm Sylvan, and today I'm going to be reacting to Columbina's character teaser, Where She Dwells. I'm very excited to get into this. I have been a big fan of Columbina's character since the start of Nod Cry, inevitably longer than that, but for who she is as actually a character since the start of Nod Cry. And given that we have had already a very robust amount of time with her as a character, I'm curious to see what exactly they give us here with a teaser and later her trailer. But with that said, I don't want to delay at all. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, leave a comment on your thoughts, consider becoming a channel member if you want to support me just that little bit extra, and let's get into this.
It's exactly how I imagined.
The night sky.
This feels just like where I was born.
Ooh, the moon?
I've always known
Ooh.
that this was my true home.
Uh-huh. The little moon hops.
Everything is so bright here on the frost moon.
On the frost
I don't
moon,
need to hide anymore.
She made it?
And I have all the time I need to think.
Part of me feels like
About
this
my
isn't reality right now, but
And where I belong.
I hope it is. I hope she can find that place she belongs.
With the Kuhanki here, I don't really feel lonely.
That's good.
But sometimes
She thinks back to us and everyone in
I
Nod
miss
Cry.
you all.
Yeah, yeah. Oh? Does she hear us calling to her?
Moon prayer night is here again.
Again.
It's
A year
shame
has
I can't
passed?
Be there.
And yet
But I'll
she
send my best wishes
hears us.
With a ray of moonlight.
Huh.
Time has flown by. So many fond memories of last year.
Yeah.
That was the night when I came to...
And there's the reality of it all. Goddamn Dottore took that away from her
It didn't
with a
work.
snap of his fingers.
Even true moonlight cannot pierce the false sky.
Oh no, it can. Just when you have a fucking asshole doctor in the way, it gets tricky.
This is not the moon.
Yeah, where are you? They're doing a lot of these rotating shots. It's interesting. Ooh, Dottore looming over her. Interesting.
And yet,
And then there's all of us reaching out to her.
I still exist.
Ooh, the Ratio of Solnari. Rare. You do still exist. You may not have reached the Frost Moon, but you do exist. Ooh, the conflict. Dottore looming in the background and the battle with Rare. Interesting. Acknowledging each presence. I'm loving the music here. Yeah, they're really doing a good job with these rotations. Really shows how far they've come with these teasers, like the art style and stuff.
Time to go. Columbina.
Columbina. Calling herself by that name. Interesting. Where is she going? Where exactly is she? That is the question at the end of the day. This is a very solid teaser. It really doesn't give us anything more than what we already know about her, about what's happening with her, anything like that, but it does a great job of setting up where she is right now. Or rather, not physically where she is, because they intentionally don't tell us that, but just where her character is in her arc. She sought the Frost Moon, a place that she could feel as home, a place that she would not need to hide. And the Frost Moon was to be that. She almost made it. We almost were able to guide her there. And with that, we see in the first half or so of this teaser, the what if of if she had made it. She feels at home. She feels like she is at peace, that she is where she belongs. She is content. She is not lonely, though she does miss us at times. She's not alone. She has the Kuhenki, and she has all the well wishes we gave to her. And our acknowledgement of her and our show of love for her continues to echo out towards her every year with the festival. And though it is sad she cannot be there with us, we send her our best wishes and she sends us hers, with a ray of moonlight, as she says. But then this is where the illusion begins to break down. As she tries to recall how she reached the Frost Moon, the day that she came here, left Nodcry behind, the reality surfaces. And with the snap of a gloved hand from a certain doctor, that hopeful dream of reaching the moon was taken away from her. That is what really happened. She did not make it. And it's here that we get this interesting moment as she realizes the reality of the situation. She claims that even true moonlight cannot pierce the fall sky, and that this is not the moon. It makes me think that perhaps where she ended up, wherever it may be, is a place that maybe really did trap her in an illusion of sorts. Perhaps this space is one that manipulates, that misleads, that tricks you. At the same time, though, it of course could just be a representation of what she wished to achieve in contrast with the reality of it. But regardless of where she has found herself, regardless of how real the events of the first section of this teaser are to be, she then finds herself witnessing a representation of the story of Nodcry, in a sense. Dottore looming over her, seemingly pouncing to grab her, claim her power alongside the other moon mirrors, as we reach out to her to try to stop him, as well as the conflict between the people of Nodcry and Rerir. It's here that, following up the lines of this not being the moon, she acknowledges, I still exist. My surroundings may be a lie, a figment, a representation of something that is not the case, but I am real. I exist. I have not faded away. We made sure of that last time. And with this acknowledgement, with this assertion that I am real, I exist, she takes a moment to acknowledge her friends and comrades, including us. Acknowledge that we are real too, that we fight for her, and seek to make sure she is safe. With that acknowledgement of her existence and that of her comrades and friends, she asserts it is time to go. It is time to keep moving forward. To where? From where? For what purpose? All of it is unclear. We do not know where she is going, if she has any idea where she is going or where she is. But what we do know is that she knows she exists. She will not fade away, and she is Columbina. The fact that she refers to herself that way is a clear payoff to everything from the recent story of her coming to choose what her name is. And so in that sense, her saying time to go, Columbina, to herself is an assertion of her existence. It's really nice. I really like it as an endpoint for the teaser. But with that, ultimately, there isn't really a ton much else to this. It's very simple, straightforward, does what it needs to do, doesn't waste our time beyond that. What I would sort of want from a teaser of a pre-established character. Obviously, for characters that we have not yet gotten to know, these teasers can serve as a way to really introduce us to the character more properly. For someone like Columbina, who we've gotten to know over 3 full versions, outside of major lore reveals and such, there isn't really much that they could give us that isn't a rehash or a further assertion on the things we've already gotten. So I feel like what they have here works well in context to the last version story. It further emphasizes and cements this latest version story of Columbina coming into her own as a person with her own wants and needs and identity. But with that, I don't necessarily have too much else to say about the teaser, so feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment on your thoughts, and very special thanks to all of my channel members, including Amorphosilica, Desaize, and Pokelove101 at the normal tier, and Kono Nano at the cool person tier. Really appreciate your support, as always, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye!